Signages for NGMs. Both the funnels you see on the screen, the left one is ecotourism. They contain the same ingredients: abiotic, biotic, and cultural. Three balls. But to the right, you find one of them bigger, the geological heritage or geoheritage. Because that, unlike ecotourism, the geotourism gives rise to biotic or biodiversity and then also cultural diversity, known broadly as geodiversity. Now, coming to the signages to show geodiversity on the national geological monuments in geotourism, you have two pictures here. To the right is the one which can be even moved, and the signage can be read by the tourists. And to the left, it is about bioheritage. But these two require policing. And in India, we require NGMs that will not be vandalized. Here we have signages of the Tamil Nadu Fossilwood Park. And you have signages both in Tamil and English. And they belong to this part of the country to give a perspective of geography. So the signages here at Chennai, near Chennai, are safeguarded because it is in the Geological Survey of India space. But here we have a digital signage. Let's see it. This belongs to the Saketi Vertebrate Park in North India, in the Himachal Pradesh. Dr. V.P. Mishra, who was responsible to a great extent for establishment for this vertebrate fossil park. His webinar is listed in the first blue line, and the next blue line is for literature on that. And this is on a web GIS, and the actual web GIS link, you can see it. And in this web GIS, to the left top, the black balloon there, if you actually use it in the web GIS, it will show you where you are, and you can pan to the nearest geoheritage site. To the right top, you can see several layers of layers that are present in this particular website. So I will talk about another geoheritage site, this time in South India, the Rajahmundry Intertrapians. You have a quarry near Rajahmundry and near a geology department. And this quarry is very close to Rajahmundry. And to give the paleogeographic perspective, let us turn our clock back 66 million years ago to the Cretaceous and Tertiary boundary. India is there, further south of the Eurasian continent. Himalayas are yet to be formed, and India enlarged. And here, the Rajahmundry Deccan traps date back to that part of the geological age. And this photograph shows almost a sandwich of the Deccan traps between three layers of calcareous material. At the bottom, a calcareous sandstone and two layers of marl. And the Deccan trap itself for the tourists is this. It is the lava flows that have fallen into the sea and maybe even submarine. And the prolific fossils present are Turritella, and this is the second fossil site in South India, needs conservation urgently. And then you have the 24-hour clock of the geological time scale crunched into 24 hours for tourists for easy understanding. So around until 3 a.m. After 0 hours of the day, the earth was severely bombarded by meteorites, just like a cricket bat is knocked before it is actually used for a match. So after this Hadean, let us crunch the geological time scale also on the same clock. And the oldest rock in India, 4.2 billion years old, they belong this part of the clock. And then after this, Earth cooled down a bit. It's only extreme volcanism present. And then snowball Earth nearly at half Earth's time. And then you had iron ores. Iron ores represent life without oxygen, life that did not depend on oxygen. And after that, life has formed, and then around 3/4 of time over, after the beginning of time, then you had reproduction in a different way. And then you need enlargement of the last quarter of Earth's history in a 24-hour clock to understand it better. Bhimbetka, a UNESCO heritage site, there this fossil was found. It is like a leaf, and it is from this part of the clock. When enlarged, it was just before the Paleozoic and the Cambrian explosion of life. So let's go back to our clock. Dinosaurs were there about just 1 hour 4 minutes before midnight, and then humans just a minute and a few seconds. And you can see the most advanced human being almost taking his last perilous step. So let us go to the checklist of digital signage. Pictures both close-up and long shot. Location with 5 meters accuracy from smartphones. Video and drone footage. Peer-reviewed literature QR coded. YouTube link QR coded. Domain experts audio and video QR coded. Because before even actually taking the tour, the geotourist can take a virtual tour with all this. With digital signages, and then brochure and its QR code, signages at A0 size in case you want to print them with QR code. And to my next speaker, who is my fellow geo heritage expert, I pass the baton. Nandri, namaskar. Thank you.